Animals can be very vulnerable, especially if they like getting stuck somewhere, falling down, or wandering into dangerous places. Today, we'll show you many heartwarming moments of animals being saved. This firefighter saved a cat when he noticed it in one of the burning apartments. Thanks to the timely help and a heart massage, the cat stayed alive and its owner was very grateful to the rescuers. This man noticed a cat that fell into a canal and couldn't get out. He decided to save the poor animal. Cats are well known to be fond of cardboard boxes, and this time, a box saved this cat's life. In Samsun, a seagull got caught on a fishing hook attached to the electric cables. Within 7 hours, the bird was rescued. But even after its liberation, it kept going back, pecking its saviors. This guy saved a drowning sparrow, but he didn't expect the bird to get so attached to its savior that it would sit on his head. This German Shepherd was standing on the fence, tangled in barbed wire and practically begging for help. Many people just drove past it, but thankfully there were caring and compassionate people who stopped to help the dog. This fox couldn't get out of the hole, and thankfully, a man lowered a rope down to help the animal. It's a good thing that this fox was savvy enough to quickly realize how to get out. This story deserves its own animated film about Bambi's adventures. This baby deer was rescued from a fast-flowing river by several people who risked their own life to save the animal. Did you know how much a regular elastic band can damage a shell? Thank goodness this turtle was freed, and hopefully it will have an easier life going forward. In India, a donkey fell into a septic tank at a construction site. After being stuck in the sewage for 24 hours, the animal was very grateful to be rescued. To save this German Shepherd from the river, several men, including people from a rescue squad, tried to get it out. After many failed attempts, the dog was finally saved and returned to its owner. This dog fell under the ice and had no way to save itself. Thankfully, the rescue team got there in time, pulling the dog out of the water. Now, all it has to do is dry off and warm up. Sometimes the tide throws sea turtles onto dry land, and if they are upside down, they cannot flip over and get back into the water. This guy found a giant turtle on the shore and saved it by turning it the right way up. And here, a Ukrainian rescue squad is working hard to dig a puppy from under the rubble. A bit of persistence and humans' best friend is saved.
Спасибо хлопчикам, що швидко, оперативно все зробили тут.
In the Philippines, two divers noticed a huge manta ray with a fishing line cutting through its wing. These guys removed the fishing line from the devilfish, and we hope that the wing will heal soon. This guy spotted a turtle in the middle of the road and saved it from being crushed, taking it to a safe place afterwards. The owner forgot to close the window, and the neighbor had to save the poor pet that got stuck in the gap. Dogs are like children. You have to keep a close eye on them. A dolphin was beached, and as if that weren't bad enough, it was tangled in a net. Fortunately, the animal was quickly freed and returned into the water. You don't have to save the world to be a hero. You can just save a cat that got stuck in the window, just like this downstairs neighbor with a long stick. Using an excavator, this guy rescued 3 ducks that were stuck in the mud. This person helped a deer whose antlers were stuck in the edges of the pier. Just look at the scared but grateful eyes of the animal. This horse was stuck in the fast river and couldn't move. Rescuers had to use a helicopter to carefully transport the horse to safety. In India, a baby leopard got into a huge well. It was rescued using a large net. Once it was back on dry land, the wet kitten ran away to its mom.
Look at him.
A tiny baby possum got stuck in the stream and was rescued by 3 people who then decided to have it as their pet.
Oh, he's got me.
This guy found a seagull tangled in the fishing line and decided to save it despite the bird's attempts to fend him off. A couple of swift movements and the bird is safe.
Be a lot easier if I had 2 hands, mate. Just make sure that's all the fishing line and he's free to go.
Garbage often brings harm to wild animals. This duck got stuck in a plastic ring and lost the ability to feed. A woman noticed the poor bird and cut the ring off. Military action hurts animals just as much as it does people. Look at these cats rescued and fed by this bearded dude that came to Irpin. A girl took care of this sparrow from the day it hatched. A bird with a deformed beak would struggle to grow up in the wild. Thankfully, this sparrow is safe now. A whale was beached on one of the shores in Brazil. The animal spent almost 20 hours on dry land while people worked hard to get it back into the water. Not every person will be brave enough to rescue animals from the war zone, getting them out of their enclosures that are under fire. Thanks to courageous people like this guy, kangaroos are safe. This guy found a butterfly lost in a pipe and used his tape measure to rescue the insect. Original, but effective.
Well, here we go with the chronicles of a trash man.
The driver of the garbage truck discovered kittens among the trash and got them out. Sometimes animals need to be saved from other people.
Yep, here we go again. Oh, come here. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's another one. Hold on. Stay in there. There you go. Stay in there. Look for see if there's any more.
These guys are trying to help a whale that got tangled in a fishing net. This operation takes a lot of time and patience, but their persistence is admirable, which is what saved this whale's life. For this dog that nearly drowned in a canal, a person became a saving grace. The guy grabbed the dog with his legs to pull it out of the water. Even sharks need help sometimes. This guy noticed a small beached shark and returned it into the water. And here are Ukrainian firefighters saving a cat from a house damaged by a military missile. Just look how carefully the firefighter gets the animal out. The pet is safe and sound, and even after a shock like that.
Тепер котик п'є воду.
This fox got stuck in the fence and couldn't move until a man noticed and saved her.
Oh, my boy, that was lucky, wasn't he? Oh, that's a fella. Oh, my boy. You have got stuck. Let's have a look at you. But that was a lucky escape, because that would have died before much longer if he got stuck like that.
A sheriff's deputy races to a car fire.
This police officer ran to rescue a dog from a burning vehicle without a second thought.
And tosses Hank into the snow.
Look how grateful the animal is for being rescued. This cobra got its head stuck in a metal can, and despite the danger of this venomous snake, men helped the cobra and moved it to a place that was safer for other people. A baby fox got its head stuck in a can and was desperately crying for help. Thankfully, the cub was rescued, and now it is safe. Saving animals from people is hard work. This horse was severely malnourished, but thankfully there were compassionate people who saved it. And this tiger got its head stuck in a box, but managed to get out of the trap all on its own. Even ripped the box to pieces for frightening it. And this is an incredible show of friendship between a dog and an elephant. Check out how adorable they look playing in the water. Have you ever had to rescue an animal? Tell us in the comments. Subscribe to our channel and you'll see even more amazing videos.